you don't realize your own progression until you look back or until somebody else notices it. That it's crazy that you say that because somebody just sent me a message maybe a week ago and they're like, I can't wait to get like you on camera one day. And I'm just thinking like, hey, we're our own worst critics at the same time. Like in my head, I'm like, I'm cool, you know. But you don't know how many edits that I had to do, and how many
Yeah.
reshoots, 20 million
Yeah.
times that I've had to do to get to this final product.
Yeah.
But when I do look back, I'm like all the things that I talked about back then were completely different than what I spoke about now.
Yeah.
Like I did a lot of the clickbaity stuff and a lot of the things I was just not really realizing. You know, like I'm just doing a lot of what I see, you know,
Right.
and as you grow and as you learn more and more, then you learn how to start, you know, your content starts um,
Developing.
developing,
Yeah.
and the different methods for building an audience, the way that you deliver a message starts changing, you know, and I start researching how to deliver messages, and that starts being developed. It's just like a constant progression every day. Like every day, you just always have to have that mindset. You grow 1% every day, and eventually you're gonna be good.
He
All
dropped
right, we're
water
good.
all over his laptop. So how was everybody weeks this week? Let's start. Let Wait a minute. Let's start with the guests. Hold on. Wait, for everybody that's just tuning in, we got Derek Brown, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna let him introduce himself, but we're gonna start off by saying, "Hey, how was everybody week first?" Nobody wants to go
Queenie.
first. Okay,
Queenie.
Oh, sure. Okay, I can go. All right. So
Queen's like,
my week was good. It was good because I did a lot. I kind of deep dive into
mm,
the things that I need to change within my life to reach where I want to go.
mm,
And so I did a lot of searching, a lot of communicating with my team members, just to see how we can move forward.
well, that's good. Derek, what about you?
Same. My week was pretty crazy. Actually, like I feel like I was doing too much. So between working my
Mm,
9 to 5 right now, I'm in the process of building my own program. So there's little baby steps that I'm trying to tackle, but
yeah,
I keep running into issues. Like I keep running into all these tiny issues that I'm trying to figure out. And you know how when you it's like I don't want to run into people and keep asking questions, 20
yeah,
million questions.
yeah.
So that's what
Yeah.
I'm kind of dealing with right now. So I'm trying to figure it out on my own with me and my partner.
Oh, don't do that,
And
man.
Yeah,
Ask your
yeah,
questions, man.
ask.
I'm
Don't
gonna
be
have
afraid
to.
to ask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to, cause now I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I just want to be one of those people where I don't want to bug, but then I'm like, I
nah,
think
bug
I'm gonna
them.
have to be
No, but
buggable,
they're there for
cause
you, right?
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
bug them.
So
100%.
yeah.
It's because I was already throwing out a flurry of questions, and then but this week, man, like I'm coming out with all kind of problems. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out on my own, but I realized yesterday, like, yeah, I'm gonna have to ask for some more help.
Good.
Just make a
Dave.
list and then just ask them, and then a little bit at a time. That's
Yeah,
all you can do.
that's the way I'm gonna have to do it.
Yeah,
That's
that's all you
exactly what
can
I'm
do.
gonna have to do.
Dave, how was your week?
That was good. I worked Friday all day. Oh wait, no. Took my wife to the doctor's to get a checkup, and then she has her surgery Wednesday.
Oh
Then I
man.
worked Saturday, and then today was Easter, so I got family to eat, and now I'm like
Whoa.
toast. So I'm like,
Yeah, your sound just went out, man. I
it
don't
did.
know. Yeah, whatever you was
Yeah.
about to say, it was like
Hello.
yeah, all right, yeah.
All right, we'll do it again. So Friday I worked, and then no, Friday I didn't work. See, I'm perfect. Anyway, never mind.
He says I'm
Gosh
perfect.
darn it! See why I can't be on the camera?
Oh my goodness, dude, you're on here every week, man. Yeah,
Okay,
my week was all
had to
right.
Yeah, it was all right. Had a couple errands, and then Easter came. Had time with the family. Went to church. Actually,
Mm,
haven't been to church in a while, so it was good.
Mm, that's
mm.
good.
Yeah, I missed a
How
huge
about you?
appointment this week.
What do you say?
What?
I said I missed
Oh,
a
yeah.
huge
Huge
appointment this
appointment.
week. Yeah, and I'm coming back from that. That was crazy. That, like I said, it was one of these types of things that Derek, where it's like, wait, you had this opportunity and you missed it. And I just
Uh,
like I got to chalk it up to like, man, maybe God was just keeping me from something happening, like
yeah.
because I'm like, there is no way I should have missed this, but I don't know how I missed this. But regardless of that fact, we're here now.
Yep.
Everybody, welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so we want to welcome everybody to the show. I'm Roger. We got Queenie, we got David, we got our special guest Derek. This is Passive Gains of Life, where we messed that up, where we tackle mindset, skill set, tool sets, so you can get assets, thus gaining you passive gains for life. And we're gonna be talking with Derek this week. Derek, tell us about yourself, sir. How did you get into affiliate marketing? And
Oh.
he's frozen. Oh
So,
no.
Oh, there you go.
There you
Okay.
go. All
oh
right. Well, you might have to
no,
start from the
here we
beginning.
go. Can you hear me?
All right,
Okay.
go ahead. How'd you get into
Yeah.
affiliate marketing, Derek?
So I kind of keep feeling like it's a delay. It's weird. I don't know
Yeah,
if
it
it's
is.
me.
It's a slight delay.
Okay. Okay. So I started to get into affiliate marketing just because I got to the point where I was like, man, my situation at home is getting crazy. Like I was stressed out every single day. So I'll just take you back to the beginning where the whole reason why I started was initially I wanted to start a business. I wanted to get into adult residential facilities.
Mm,
Me and my wife wanted to open this up because her aunts own a bunch of them.
mm-hmm,
So we're like, man, this is something we could get into. You know, it's basically a home where for people with who are developmentally delayed.
mm-hmm.
So you know they need homes.
Assistance.
And yeah,
Yeah,
and
assisted living
assistance.
facility.
Exactly, exactly. So basically, we're gonna open that. That's been our dream for years and years and years.
Mm,
So the only way we are gonna be able to do that though is by buying a house. I live in Los Angeles
mm,
though, so the cost of living is already high, and this is in 2019 basically. So this is when we were like, okay, we gotta save up this money. Um, I had to move me and my wife into my mom's house just to save up money because we were already in a lot of debt. We had credit card debt. We had like just a pile of crap, like a pile of stuff that we were
mm,
dealing with. And so I moved my wife into my mom's house, even though I didn't really want to do that. But that was our only option to get this business open. Then 2020, the pandemic hit.
mm.
So as we're saving up money, we had enough money. We were in escrow for a home, and like literally 2 days before I was gonna get the keys, we got a letter from the we got a letter from the city saying the new buyer has to fix this issue with this house within 30 days. And we're like, issue?
What?
What issue with the house? What are you talking about? Like
What?
what do you mean? So long story short, the owner of the home did not tell us about this major issue
Mm,
with the home, which was like it was an easement on the property, so there was a little bit of extra land that had to be dealt with.
wow.
So that's something that I talked. We ended up talking to a lawyer, and he said this might be a headache. I'll just be honest with you. This might be a headache. Long story short, you might not want to get into it. So we pulled out of the house. We backed out of it.
Wow.
And then the pandemic hit literally right after, maybe a month or two after that happened.
Mm,
So, anyways, to make a long story short, we ended up, the housing market went crazy. We ended up not being able to afford the home to start that business. and then even my wife ended up getting pregnant at that time. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, we need a way to start making money. I didn't have a way. She's
Mm-hmm.
getting stressed out because now she's stuck in my mom's house for years on years on years, like way longer than we initially thought that we were gonna be there. Then on top of that, she had to work from home, so she stuck literally in my mom's house while I
Oh
have to
man.
go to work.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like a lot of added stress onto everything. Like I'm dealing with the fact that I have a newborn baby that's coming, and I had no way that I felt like I'm able to provide for it because I'm like, yeah, I'm able to save money here, but I gotta get out of this. I gotta get it out of here. My wife is on my back. She's on me like, let's get out. And me, I feel the pressure that I need to provide for my family, but I had no way to provide for my family. I felt so. Anyways, I started looking at different methods to make money online,
Mm-hmm.
and I started going on YouTube and stuff, and I kept coming across affiliate marketing. So I'm like,
Sure.
okay. Then I started doing my research, and after my daughter was born, I was like, and situations started getting worse. I started getting, like deeper into that point where I felt like I just had to figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna dive head in. The time is now. Let's do it. So June 2022 is when I finally decided let's go all in.
That's what's up.
Okay. So yeah, it sounded
Yeah,
like you had a lot of pressure, like with
yeah,
everything.
whole lot of pressure. I felt like literally I would drive home from work and I'm in tears because I just kept feeling like I'm getting pulled in so many different directions where, you know,
Yeah,
I
I understand that.
understood I understood where my wife was coming from. Just, like nobody wants to be married with a newborn baby here, and you're
Yeah.
stuck in a environment that you're uncomfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, because you want your own, you want to start your
Course.
family. So I
Yeah.
understood that. Um,
Yeah,
But you
I
find
then
affiliate marketing. So
yeah,
what happened after that when you found that?
so in the beginning, it was rough because I didn't know what I was doing. I wanted to go on and do everything the free way, like I'm gonna learn from YouTube, I learn from what I saw on Facebook and TikTok and stuff like that. So I started just throwing out my links and doing everything the dumb way, the way that I wasn't supposed to do. Going
The
into
way
these
we all
groups,
started.
right? Trying to do everything the way that these YouTubers, they just want the views, so they're
Yeah.
gonna tell you all the
Hacky
dumb
ways.
hacky ways,
Yeah.
exactly, all the dumb methods to get started that don't work. So I was trying all those until I finally was like, man, I'm not making no money doing this, but everybody keeps saying they're making so much money. So
Yeah.
I'm like, let me finally actually invest into something that is gonna actually give me the training that I need. Finally did that, and then I saw my first commission maybe a month later, and that's I was like, oh,
It
this
That's
is
how it
works.
real.
works.
Yeah, like okay, I like that. you
What
know.
software did you use or program?
So initially, like initially I started out. I'm sorry.
Oh, you gotta
Initially,
put
I
your mask on.
started. I
Just
know.
kidding.
Well, wait a minute.
And-
Wait. Before you get into the software, before you get into
oh,
software, Queenie, you had a question for him.
oh, yeah.
you know it's gonna happen. Okay, so I know you took us down like the entire where you're literally coming from, right? And so I can definitely understand, I guess, the pressure that not only
Mhm.
you had but your wife had to go through at the same time because giving birth, just wanting your own space, just being able to breathe, and then she was stuck
Yes.
home. So that was like a lot of pressure because I was exactly where you were, where I was crying every time because
Mhm.
I just knew it had something else, something different, right? Something different. It had to have another way to provide.
Yeah,
And so my
that's it.
question to you is, what mindset kept you going when everything was crashing, the entire economy was crashing?
Oh, that's a good question. What really kept me going is just the idea that I know that I'm one of those people that I always see the good in everything. Like probably to the detriment. Like my wife thinks that's a good and a bad trait. That's a good trait, but at the same time, it's like sometimes it's unrealistic. But I always have that mindset that things are gonna get better eventually.
Right,
Yeah.
So I'm like always with that mentality, like, okay, this is the problem now, but how can I pivot and make my situation better for the future? So I'm always trying to think of ways where, okay, this is where I'm at now, and at the time, I was like, I didn't want to do any extra stuff. Like I didn't want to do extra work. I didn't want to do any extra anything. Like I was pretty lazy, Like I came home and I sat on the couch, and I'm like, oh, I'm just so tired. But
Yeah.
it was the thought of also my daughter being here. Like I felt like I ran out of time in a
Yeah.
way, Like once I heard that she was on the way, that I felt like I had time to do this. But then once she got here, I'm like, I have no more time. I have no I have no time to BS. In this process, I was like learning and looking into affiliate marketing, so I wasted my time for a whole year. But
right,
then once she was born, it was like I have to do this. Like
Yeah.
I have no choice. And then on top of that, like I want to get my family out of this situation. So how am I gonna do it? How do we pick ourselves up and get moving,
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Wow.
makes
makes really
perfect
sense. I
sense.
think what I'm hearing is that that's one thing that a lot of us need when starting a business. Because listen to me, the money, when you think about, okay, I want to start a business because I want to make money. Everybody want to make money. Come on, right? Is
Yeah.
that wanting to make money, is that strong enough? Is that going to hold you to push through? No, it's not going to.
No,
You have to have a good why. When you have a good why, that why would push you to do what you need to do in order to in order to become successful. And I think that's exactly what happened to
100%.
Derek. His why was way more important than anything else. So he had to do it. So that's what I'm hearing, right?
One
Yeah.
hundred percent correct. 100%. Because you're really not gonna be able to just get by just on the fact, oh my god, I'm gonna make more money,
Yeah.
because eventually it's never gonna be enough.
It
The
will.
more money you make, it is
No more
never
problems.
enough. Yes, no, more money,
Yeah.
more problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is exactly like that. You have to have a strong why to keep going and to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I would like to ask you next, like, all right, so you found your why, right? You cultivated your mindset to get you to this point where you can actually get out of where you were. So the next thing I would want to find out from you is what skill set did you develop from this? Like, what didn't you previously have before that you developed once you started going this path?
Oh, I could name a laundry list of stuff that I didn't have. Man. So first, I'm a go with the flow type of person.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a real go with the flow type of person. I never I never schedule things. I never have wrote in a journal. I never wrote on a what do you call that? Calendar book.
Uh
A planner. Yeah, a planner.
Yeah.
I
It's just maybe
never
some
had a
sticky
planner in my
notes and
life.
some memories.
That's it. All up here. I kept everything up here. So eventually I doing this business, I started off trying to do that. I started off trying to go with the flow, and then I realized, like, damn, I'm forgetting a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm forgetting the people that I was talking to, and I'm like, man, I'm potentially losing out on helping somebody by having this type of mindset. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
This
I
go with the
can't be
flow
a go with the
attitude.
flow type of person. Yeah. So I realized like, okay, I need a schedule. And then I was going so hard on my business that
Hmm.
at the same time my family dynamic I was I can't talk.
No, you
My
good. You
family
good.
dynamic, I was realizing like I'm neglecting that in some areas because
Hmm.
I was just so tunnel vision on I need to make this work, I need to make this work, I need to make this work, but then I'm like my wife's sitting there on the couch while I'm doing this, sitting in front of the computer for hours and hours and hours.
Hmm.
And then I'm looking over like, oh, she's watching those shows by herself, you know,
Hmm.
then I had to realize the balance. Like, how do I create this balance
Hmm.
where she wouldn't say anything because she know that this is, this is helping the both of us,
True.
but I know that that's probably what she's thinking.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
I'm losing. Okay, yeah, he's helping our family, but I'm losing a part of him also.
Hmm.
So I had to come up with that schedule, at the same time
Yeah.
to try
So
to
would you?
figure out that whole dynamic.
My bad. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
No,
cut you.
you
I was
good.
trying to do my like double dutch thing, like jump in there at the right time.
You're good, bro.
So would you say that one of the skill sets that you developed was a skill set of balance, or figuring out how to you know do everything
It
together? Did you like what skill set did you develop out
uh,
of this? You know.
so I think that's a good one. Balance,
Mm,
like the skill set that I feel like I developed is focus, so
mm-hmm.
that I became more detail oriented. I get,
Yeah.
yeah, that's better way of saying it. More detail oriented, where now I had to come up with the schedule not only for my daily life. I'm still working on that, but
Mm,
not only for my everyday life, but being able to balance. I still have a 9 to 5, so
mm-hmm.
I have to
Mm-hmm.
figure out how to incorporate my affiliate marketing into the little time that I have at work. And
Mm,
also, when I do get home, how do I adapt my family time and then still have time to my business? So I guess figured out that I need to have that more detail oriented mindset to be able to tackle all the tasks that is needed in a day. We only have 24 hours. We
mm-hmm.
have
Yeah,
to
it's hard.
use it. It is.
Yeah. Because man, you got all these people who are like doing way more than we could ever imagine to do, and they got the same 24 hours we do. And it's like,
Yep.
how do you get it all done?
How do you
They
do it? How
develop
do you
a
do that?
system, or
Yeah.
some sort of, and they have a team. Like, we
Yeah.
watch these people create like some of these shows, man, and we watch like how they make some of these things, and we're like, yo, how do you do all of this? And
Yep.
me from my side, David will tell you, Queenie will tell you, man, I'll be trying to do all kinds of production level stuff, and it's like they talk to me, and I'm like, I just don't have it in me today, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's you
It's a
got to
lot.
have the team, you got to have the balance, you got to cultivate the mindset, and then you have to be able to schedule stuff properly. You just can't go full bore and expect to just show up and be good with it at the end of the week, because you will spread yourself thin like butter, and you're no good to nobody at that point. You can't even help
So true.
yourself. So,
So true.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I like Derek. I have been following you on social media, of course, and I can see like sometimes we don't recognize the stuff that how far we have come. Right?
Hmm.
Sometimes we don't recognize it, right? And when you
That's
hear from
true.
other people, it's like, what? For real? Like, but I've watched your content and have seen you how you develop. So when he asks skill set, I mean, you can speak now. Like it comes so
Hmm.
naturally for you to just, hey, take out your phone and just talk to your audience. That's something that you develop that you didn't had before.
Oh, that's so true. That is so true. Man.
Leave it to
See,
Queenie,
you,
boy.
yeah,
Leave it to
I
Queenie,
know.
boy.
Ooh, she dig deep. No, but that is true because in the beginning, it's like I was trash. Like I went, oh my god, I went back and I looked at my old videos. I just looked at my old videos because I'm like, you hear all this stuff about TikTok possibly being banned and all
Yeah,
this
yeah,
stuff,
Right.
right?
yeah.
So I'm like, all right, let me go back and download all my stuff, right? Just in case, you never know. So I went all the way back and I'm looking, I'm like, oh my god, this stuff is
Yo, I
garbage.
can't wait to check that out tonight, man. I'm going to your first video.
Oh, don't do it.
No, but
Don't do it,
it's
bro.
good. No, it's good. Listen, that is
It's a
a
progression.
Yeah,
It's
exactly, David.
did you really
Because
see
a
that?
lot of people come out here and they think, "Oh, how are you so confident on camera?" I didn't start this way. Like
Mm-mm,
none of us did. It
mm-mm,
took practice. We literally had to create content every single day in order for
mm-mm.
us to reach where we are right now.
Definitely
Yep,
so.
yep,
Definitely.
one
Yeah,
hundred percent.
yeah, man. Leave it to Queenie to go pick that out, bro. She just was
Yeah,
like, that one.
that
nah,
one.
There is so
that's
much
it.
more I have seen, like with Derek talking, like building an audience. That is a skill set. Like to be able to build a community and be able to help that community. That is something that he didn't have before. Facebook
Yep,
group. He didn't have that before. Now he
yep.
cultivated that. Facebook group. Now I'm in his Facebook group. I'm seeing the things that he's doing each and every day. That is something that he didn't have before. So you mightn't see it, but I am. Like I'm outside and I'm seeing it.
Man, that is so true. Cause you don't realize the per you don't realize your own progression until you look back or until somebody else notices it. That it's crazy that you say that because somebody just sent me a message maybe a week ago and they're like, I can't wait to get like you on camera one day, and I'm just thinking like, hey, we're our own worst critics at the same time. Like in my head, I'm like, I'm cool, you know. But you don't know how many edits that I had to do, and how many
Yeah,
reshoots, 20 million
Yeah.
times that I've had to do to get to this final product.
yeah,
But when I do look back, I'm like, all the things that I talked about back then were completely different than what I spoke about now.
yeah.
Like I did a lot of the clickbaity stuff and a lot of the things I was just not really realizing. You know, like I'm just doing a lot of what I see, you know,
Right.
and as you grow and as you learn more and more, then you learn how to start, you know, your content starts um,
Developing.
developing,
Yeah.
and the different things that the different methods for building an audience, the way that you deliver a message starts changing, you know, and I start researching how to deliver messages, and that starts being developed. It's just like a constant progression every day. Like every day, you just always have to have that mindset. You grow 1% every day, and eventually you're gonna be good.
Hmm.
Yeah. For
Yeah, I like
real.
that. Grow 1% every day. That's
Yep.
really good. Yeah, write that down,
So,
Dave, and send it to me.
Why Dave?
Grow 1%.
Well, all right, you write it down, Queenie. It don't look like
I'm
you
alright to
anywhere near
die.
pens or paper. I just know David has like, oh,
Oh
excuse
yeah.
me. I just know David got like a host of pens and papers next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while David writing that down, I have a question. And of
oh
course, you're
yeah.
gonna have a question. So Derek, like we talk about skill set. We talk about we talk about mindset. We talk about skill set. So
Hmm.
based on mindset and skill set, if you're talking to you're telling it you're talking to a person's home now, what would you recommend when it comes to someone wanting to start affiliate marketing? And what would you recommend that they do immediately when it comes to mindset and skill set?
So, um, pretty much, I feel like you, just like how we were speaking about a second ago, where you grow a little bit over time.
Hmm.
The person who's watching us who has not started yet, You kind of start you compare yourselves to other people. I know I did it. I know a lot of the people that I talk to, they do the same thing. You start comparing yourself to the people that you're watching, and you start thinking like, I can't be that. Like I'm not as good as that person. I'm not. I wouldn't deliver my message as well as them, but you just have to dive in and start, and then you learn as you go. I started off, I was terrible. I didn't know what I was doing. Like I explained earlier, I'm just throwing my links out there. And that's not the right way to do it, but eventually you learn the right way to do it, you know.
Yeah.
You just have to kind of have like a ironclad mindset, and realize that eventually I will get it. You just have to stay consistent. So the thing that I would tell anybody that's just thinking is on the fence about starting, just get started, and you'll learn as you go.
100%.
Now
Yep.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here
Uh huh.
because I am one of those people that always hear this whole, oh, just get started and you can do it. I'm gonna speak from experience here. It literally is just get started. Like, just get in the water and start swimming in your direction. You'll figure out how to float. You'll figure out how to paddle. You'll figure out how to get there. Literally, just get started. Some people think that it's like some kind of magic formula, like you got to have all of the pieces together, and you don't. Like, what he's saying is true. Like, what Queenie is saying is true. You literally just have to do it. Like, get started in any way, shape, or form. Like, I don't know what to create. Turn on your camera, look at it, talk to it, and whatever come out, post it. You might
That's
want to
it.
delete it later, but
That's it.
but do it because when most people hear this, and I'm one of those people. When I heard that, like, just get started, just go, just just do it, and you're like, do what? And Queenie
How?
will tell you,
I feel.
yeah,
How?
how? Yeah. Queenie will tell you, I asked her a question she thought I knew the answer to already today. She was like, I thought you knew this. I know. I'm still trying to figure all of this stuff out.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
literally you learn something every single day. Like Derek said, you grow 1% every day, but as long as you're striving to grow. I saw a TikTok video the other day, and somebody had planted like a peanut seed, and they did like a time lapse, and it was like over 92 days of this little peanut seed. And as it grow, and at first when it started growing, it started to grow downward, right? And the entire time on the surface, if you're not looking at this thing from the side view, you don't know what's happening. You just pour water on some dirt and you walk away, right? But the entire time it started to grow downward, and you're like, okay, but you see the time lapse of the day and it's going faster and faster, right? And as we see ourselves, we don't see our progression. We don't see any of that stuff when we first start. We just know that we're planting a seed and we want that thing to grow. But over time, in that time lapse, you can see how this plant was going up and down, up and down, up and down. The leaves was going like this, and it kept stretching, and it kept stretching, and it kept growing, and it kept stretching. And it's like the progression over 92 days sped up. It was amazing to see. You're like, whoa, this thing is literally growing and stretching every single day. And we have to look at ourselves like that. Every day is going to be this up and down motion, this growing, this stretching. But as long as you're growing, as long as you're
Yep.
striving for something, you're going to get it. Even if it sucks while the entire thing is happening, some of the leaves was turning brown, some of the stuff was falling off, but all the while it started to grow, and before you know it, there's fruit. And then that fruit, that's when people started noticing, oh, right, this is a plant. I can come and eat from this thing.
Let's go,
Hey, let me
Michelle.
eat some of this
Mhm.
fruit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you picking my branches already? Yeah, man, give me this. So it's definitely worth the growing and the stretching portion of it. But it takes time to get there. Did we lose Derek again?
uh,
I
think
mean,
so.
he is smiling, but
Which is
I'm pretty sure
good.
he's like, And see, I can see it on this
It
side.
said lost
Oh,
network
there he
connect
goes.
Okay.
No worries, bro. No
and
worries.
You
reconnected.
froze
Am
right
I
at a
back?
smile.
Am I
You're
back?
like,
Yeah, somebody
oh,
over there playing
hold on.
Fortnite. Somebody on his end
Uh,
playing Fortnite. Don't
Wait,
worry
he only
about
has
it.
the one child, right?
Oh my gosh.
His brand new baby, right?
Hey, it does. Well, babies can play
He
Fortnite.
can't
I think
play Fortnite.
Fortnite is for
I don't
babies.
know.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. Sometimes like the buffer speed, it all depends because like down here on the screen, on my end, I can see everybody's connection status. Yours go like the Wi-Fi connection. It'll go
Mm-hmm.
from full bars to like one little dot, and when it go to that one little dot, that's when you be like, yeah, like that, just like that. But
Uh
it shows like the full dots right now, so I guess it does it,
oh.
man.
All right,
Yeah, go
cool.
ahead,
So
Dave.
so what tool set do you use? What kind of software do you use or anything?
So right now I'm using what we call ClickFunnels,
Mhm.
but it's expensive. So I wouldn't if you're just brand new, I wouldn't recommend using ClickFunnels until you
Mhm.
get a little bit of a
Overhead.
little bit of dollars in your pockets first. I'll say
Yeah.
that.
Right?
Yeah, because I
It,
originally started with this free software. It's
System IO?
sys yeah.
how
That's
was
the
that?
one. And it was cool. It served its purpose.
I would no. Honestly, I think I I think it would be great for like a beginner absolute just getting your feet wet, you know?
Oh yeah, 100%. For a brand new
And then
beginner,
transfer.
that's what I always tell everybody. I'm like, if you have the dollars, I recommend ClickFunnels because that's what I use. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if you do not have the dollars, system is great for what it does for a brand new beginner. You're able to start off completely for free, and then or you could graduate. Like if you have $25, I know like Queenie promotes something that's $25, and it gives you a funnel builder. So it's all in the ballpark of what you can afford at the time.
Right.
So yeah, that's just what I use because I just it's pretty. Like I can make these
Yeah.
pretty funnels. So that's why I like it, and it runs smooth. So
How long you been using it?
it's been about
Oh,
6 months now. Yeah, about six
okay.
months or so.
Hmm.
So I was like, as soon as I was able to make a couple of dollars, I'm like, I gotta upgrade to ClickFunnels. There goes the
Uh-oh.
baby.
No, you
You look
good, man.
good.
Don't look like it. Don't look like that, bro.
I was like, oh, because the door just opened. I got shook.
Yeah. Oh, the
Is that
baby.
is that her?
Man,
In the
quit
Yes.
mirror I
trying to
can
look
see a
into
little
his
bit.
mirror,
Easy.
man.
I can see the baby. I'm just checking, you know.
Is that her?
I had to move over here because the connection was terrible.
And she's like, whatever, get out.
Right.
She's like, I'm tired of your excuses.
Yeah, okay. You all up in my spot, but whatever.
No worries, man. We're gonna get you out of here pretty soon. We got about 15 minutes left, so
Hey, we all good, man.
so
Sure.
so you use System IO, you used and then you had to upgrade to ClickFunnels.
Yeah.
Yes, Queenie and I, we both use HBA,
HBA.
which is
HPA.
real good, like low barrier entry when it comes to cost and a very high quality funnel system.
That was nice.
And I mean, hey, we love it. All we got to do is just make sure we send traffic to it, and it works
Hmm.
just fine. ClickFunnels is definitely like one of the things I look to eventually get acquainted more with in the future.
Hmm.
And it's having these different types of tools at your disposal helps you to get your job done better. Helps you help
Yeah.
more
That's it.
people see what offers you have for them. So, as we like kind of bring this thing to a close here, how would you say that would you say that developing a good mindset, pairing that with a skill set and a tool set, could you do any of that and make, I mean, I gotta ask this question. I gotta figure out how to ask this question better. And so, without a proper mindset, without the proper tool set or skill set, you couldn't have made any assets. Is that correct?
Zero. You like I feel like mindset is the biggest portion of that.
Yes, we
Like
agree.
without the proper mindset, you can't go anywhere. Oh my God, that's mindset is huge. Okay, and you have to have the skill set. You learn the skill set as you go, like we explained, and then your tool set, like you said, is just the tools that you're using again as you go.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
no, without those three in combination, like you can't make any moves. Like where do
You can't.
you? Yeah, your online business is not a business if you don't have those three aspects working in conjunction with each other.
Yes, you can't
So
get.
that's
You have no
that's
access to the bag if you can't pair all three of those
Yeah.
together. The bag does not appear. You have to be
right.
like
Yeah.
wire, click, assets. Here, hold out
Yeah,
my
I
hand.
see. And a lot of people, a lot of persons who actually want to start, they just
Mm,
they want the access, but they don't want to work on their mindset.
no.
Oof.
They definitely don't want to work on the skill set, and they don't even say want to buy the tools
Mm,
to achieve the asset. So how are you going to get to the asset if you're neglecting those three things?
That's
you,
it.
you can't get to it.
And
That's
then they
it.
say, "Oh, it's a scam." No, it's not a scam.
No, 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 no. Here, if you think that's a scam, you scammed yourself. That's
Fact.
what you are.
Right? No, it's just
Fact.
so crazy because these are the same
They're
persons
not
who
lying.
saying it's a scam who actually paying thousands of dollars to go to college.
Yeah,
And then after going to college, coming out and not being able to make a dollar with that degree.
Facts. Oh
So then
my
where's your
God.
scam?
facts.
You know
Now,
what I mean?
Right.
Like honestly.
facts. But
Man.
bridge builders, engineers,
Okay, well
doctors,
there's a difference. Yeah,
lawyers.
we understand
Y'all
like a
keep doing
social.
what you're doing. Don't listen to us.
Yeah,
If
but
you're doing
we
anything other than
understand
that,
that. But you understand what I'm saying, the economy. But the thing is, when you're really trying to get, let me be honest. There are people who on social media are making so much more than doctors, lawyers, all of these people here, and all they're doing is this, and they never went to school to learn that skill set. And that is all I'm saying. Because they fixed their mindset, they were able. Because they fixed the mindset, they were able to acquire the skill set, and of course they get some tools. Now they can much afford the asset. They're gonna get the asset
That's
because
it.
they applied those three things, not by going to school. Just saying.
Man.
passive gains for
l-
life, baby.
Let me
Passive gains
interject
for
for
life.
quick second. One quick
Yes.
second, because what you said was so important. Because, for instance, my mentor, he he was a construction worker.
Mm,
And this guy, like I'm telling you, we always make fun of him because we're like, dudes, you cannot spell, you can't type, like, bro, like we make fun of him because of it, but we're like I know for a fact that you didn't go to college. I know that. So he's a construction worker turned affiliate marketer who's now grown one of the hottest programs that's out right now. So and he's almost at $1 million. He's only been doing this for 18 months. So it
wow.
just tells you
What?
it's like the dude came from construction working 60 hours a day, 60 to 80 hours a week, I'm sorry.
A day.
And oh yeah, probably,
Yeah.
probably. So it's like, so to come from that, where we always make fun of him because he can't spell, he doesn't need to. Now he
Me
has a
too.
team of he has a team of copywriters. He doesn't need to like
Exactly.
know anything, you know. He just had to have the willpower and the mindset to make it happen. He saw a dream, he saw a goal, just like all of us that are,
Mm-hmm.
talking to you right now, saw a
Mm-hmm.
goal.
Mm-hmm.
We and we ran to it. And eventually it's like you do it enough, you keep that ironclad mindset for long enough, and then you start reaping the rewards. It's literally that that simple.
Mm.
Yep.
I love that,
That's
man.
awesome.
Ironclad mindset. So
That's
let
it.
me ask you, so what program do you use, or what is it that you promote or your mentor promotes that you're involved with, so we can understand what that is, and so the people listening can know what it is.
Yeah, so I promote quite a few products, but my main offer is a coaching program called
Mm-hmm.
Passive Income Blueprints.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the reason why that's the main thing that I promote is because that's what got me to everywhere that I am is he taught me
Mm-hmm.
basically is if that makes sense. So
Yes, that makes sense.
his program taught me pretty much everything that I know now. So that's why I'm like I go hard to figure it out. So now when I'm moving into my own program and building my own program out right now, I'm getting their help to try to figure out exactly how to do it, and pretty much they're teaching me step by step. So I'm just looking forward to doing that. So part one of my own offer will be coming out this month. So I
That's
just
awesome.
yeah, I'm just gonna be heavily promoting that right now. So I'm gonna do 3 free trainings within the
Mm-hmm.
next couple of weeks. So I'm going heavy on trying to right now. I'm just gonna be pretty much focused on teaching people how to build their TikTok page,
Mm.
Right.
and then from TikTok, then we'll start branching out and dive deeper into Facebook, Instagram, and figuring out exactly how to do the affiliate marketing side. But right now, I'm going to be primarily focused on teaching people how to build up their TikTok page and grow their first 1,000 followers so that they can start going live.
Hey,
Oh, that's
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 good.
what's
it.
up.
Yep.
That Hey, listen. So we're gonna make sure that you're gonna make sure that you provide me with some links, so that way those who are interested can see where they can find you, where they can follow you at
100%.
as well. Because it's not about just us. We want to teach everybody how to make passive gains for life. And if hey, you seeing the stuff that we're doing and you like it, cool. If you're seeing the stuff that our guests are doing, you like it, cool. As long as you are doing something for you and your family, please do something for you and your family. This economy is changing so rapidly. Jobs are evaporating like water on the ground on a hot day. It's just like it's going away very fast. Things are changing so much, and we've always been taught, go to school, get a good education, get a good job. Well, that's no longer really relevant in this day and age, because people partner with people all the time. People you've never even heard about are making 6 figure, 7 figure, 8 figure incomes, and they're not movie stars. They're not
Yeah.
they're not like these people who are just like these incredibly intelligent, like once in a lifetime, like entrepreneurs. They're regular everyday people who's like, I'm tired of being told what to do. What time is it that you're supposed to be here at work? How long did you take in the bathroom? Yeah, they're tired of this. They're tired
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the mundane rat race, and they stepped out on their own, and they did something to free up their family so they could spend more time with their children, their loved ones, and squeeze every drop out of life, instead of just watching it just evaporate before their eyes, and then go home and just watch TV for hours and anesthetize yourself with a TV show just so you can wake up and do it all again, you know? So
Yeah.
yeah, we definitely want to make sure everybody know where they can come to get this kind of information, so you can grow mentally, right? So you can grow and then free your family. I'm sorry. I like to go on these rants sometimes because I be talking to myself sometimes too. I be like, "Come on, man, you got to do this."
No, you don't
So,
have to do it. And I think like so like I have a question as well. Just on the before my battery there.
oh,
I'm plugging my
plug it
charger.
in,
So
plug it in.
and you know what's crazy? You a lot of people they want to do this, but you can't be thinking the same way we was thinking 2 years ago and expect to reach far with that. And everything you want to do, it starts up here. If you don't get this right, don't matter what you do, you won't be able to be successful because this is not right. And so you honestly need to work on your mindset. And because when I start working on my mindset, that is when I was able to see a shift in the way I do things, in the way I run my business, because I'm like, I read this book, I say, oh, you can actually do this? Then I start changing the way I started thinking. I'm like, why am I sitting watching 2 hours on Netflix? These people are already making money. I here don't have no
Yeah.
money. Like they already making money. Why am I watching them? People need to be watching me now. Like
Yes.
I just change that because I'm like, okay, I'm just sitting here watching all of these movies, these people making money from me. It's not making any sense. It's not making
Yeah.
no sense. So I need to get up and do something. And so, of course, I start reading books. You don't need to go and invest a ton of money. You just buy some books. Those books on Amazon selling for $12. It would change the way you think and the way you see life, the way you approach money, every single thing. Now, I've heard, okay, this might be going a little off topic, but this morning it just blew my mind. I'm like, I was thinking it, but I didn't know how to put it into perspective. So I heard somebody talk about money because a lot of us struggle with money management, just money on a whole, right? And so even if we get $1 million, we might spend it because we don't know what to do with it. And my question to David, Roger, and Derek is, um, okay, how to word this question? It wouldn't come out right, but
It's not so easy, huh? Aha.
okay. Remember, so my question is, what is your zero? Meaning, like, let me just say, if someone asks you, Derek, do you have money? But you probably have money in the bank. Do you say, I don't have money? So I want to know what is your zero? Like when your bank account reaches a certain way, I don't have no money. Even if it's 10,000 in your bank account, even if it's 20, even if it's 1,100, what is your zero?
I
So
hear you.
David, you don't need to give me the numbers because I don't. But what is your zero? What is your zero?
My uh I don't know. Wait,
Oh,
Roger, you gotta help me. What like
yeah.
how was it? Like
Okay,
No worries. I
like
got you, Dave. I got
okay,
you. All right. So if you have money in the bank, right? Money.
yeah,
Doesn't matter
yeah.
the amount, but somebody asks you to, hey, can I borrow money or can you give me some money? But there's a certain number that you say, you know what? When I reach this number in in my bank account, that means I have no money to spend on food, groceries. I can't watch a movie. I can't go on a date. I can't do anything. This is my zero. Even though you see there's money,
There's money. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like, what is your zero? What is your absolute limit to say, hey, you know what? I refuse to spend any money past this point.
I
For
need to do
some
something.
people,
I need to do something to make money because I have no money. Even though
exactly.
you have money, technically you have, but you don't have.
So
What
if you
is your
spend
zero?
all your money and you got $500 left in the bank, that can be considered no money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's exactly where I'm at. Like I always have like a limit around like $500 somewhere around there, and then like I kind of have like a cutoff from that
Yeah.
point on.
Okay. Sweet. Keep that at 500. Roger, what's your zero?
1,000.
Okay. Derek, what's your zero?
That's where I'm at. 1,000.
Imagine, right? Okay, I want you to understand the mindset, the concept of this because a lot of the times we don't have a zero. Our zero is actual zero, right? So no matter how much money we get, we will continue to spend until we have no money, until we reach that
Yep.
zero.
Yep.
But what I'm saying is, it have people zero is $1 million. It have people zero millions. This is really sad. But people actually commit when the stock market crashed just the other day, and the account reached down to probably 1 million because that was it went below their zero. Some people committed suicide for that
Yeah.
because in
Yeah.
their mind they want to know how they're going to live. because it go past their zero. And so with our mindset, now we have to structure it. What is our zero? Imagine a lot of us $500 is our zero. I don't I want my zero to be more than that eventually. Now it's of course it's less, but I want to reach a point where I say, all right, my zero could be 10,000. When I had 10,000 in my bank account, I don't have no money. I literally
Mm,
don't have no money. 20,
Here's
and
your
then we
zero.
need to be increasing our zero each and every time. So I
Yes.
need you to
yeah.
understand, and that is why people don't understand. My husband, I tell him, I say, babe, you see that money there? I don't have no money. You see that money in that bag? Don't even look at it. I
Pay no
don't
attention to
have
that.
no money.
Nothing
And I
you
had
see
to
Yes.
tell
here.
him. And so I didn't understand that that was the whole thing behind it until I listened to what's the guy name? I can't remember his name. And he was like, "What is your zero?" I'm like, "Oh," and I get so frustrated and so thing when I have to like if I touch my zero for any reason because I'm
Yeah.
like I have no money, like I literally don't have. If someone asks me and I don't have because I already reached my zero, I don't have. I need to make more money. How am I
Yes.
going to make more
Right.
money? I have to work hard. Well, you don't have to work harder, you just have to work smarter. But
Yes. Yes.
but I really
Agreed.
want you guys to understand who's looking at home. What is
Um,
your zero?
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
And even
Uh-oh.
remember, we need to be increasing that zero
Yep.
all the time.
Yeah.
If we want to be able to achieve that freedom, if we want to be able to achieve that time with our family, we have to be increasing our zero. Our zero could never be 1,000 if we want that freedom. You understand what I'm saying? We
Yes.
have to
Yep.
be
Yep.
continually increasing our zero.
I totally agree to
Uh-oh.
that. I
Your
totally
baby
agree.
knocked you out of the internet.
Now he had
Nah,
to
my
change
my
locations then.
computer's about to die. I was like,
Uh-oh.
oh my god, I gotta
Yeah, I
No.
hope that
Ah,
makes sense.
yeah,
No,
no, that
no,
makes perfect
I told
sense.
now
run.
I
That makes
understand
sense.
because in my business account it was like that. It was like, I had like $2,500 and I made 5 grand. And then when I got to 10, that was my new rate there. It was 10,000. I didn't want to go under 10,000.
Yes, that's
And
your new
then I
zero.
went up to like 15 and I kept it there, but obviously I went down more just recently below that cuz I had my son's basketball travel stuff, so I had to use it, but I'll bring it back up.
Yeah, but you don't want to
That's it.
like yeah, but settle on that zero, and that's why a lot of us fall short of when we actually get
Uh
some money in our hand. Oh,
Look at that
it's
Like,
me,
baby.
it's not
let me
going.
make a special appearance.
Hello.
Oh,
uh
hey, baby. Look at her. She's like, I'm like not paying these people any attention.
Look, I need my
None.
bag now.
Hey, hi.
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 Did I lose these
Hi.
people in the squares? That
Like
Oh,
is
she
she's
wanted to come in
awesome.
beautiful.
here and touch some stuff. Thank you so much.
Yeah, beautiful
Yeah,
daughter, man. Well,
Of
beautiful.
course.
definitely, Queenie, thank you for dropping the words of wisdom on us, especially about raising that zero. And you at home, are you going to raise your zero? What's your zero? Leave that zero in the comments below. Maybe your zero is zero. Maybe it's 10,000.
Bless
Maybe
you.
it's a
Bless
bless
you.
you. Either way, you gotta have a zero so that way you don't go past it. But you also have to have that ironclad mindset that Derek was speaking about and
Hmm.
grow yourself 1% every single day. You
That's
know,
it.
do something, grow something, be something, become something more, be better than you were last year so you can grow and see that your life can be better. It can be different. It can be more enriched. And with that, Derek, I want to tell you thank you so much. We're going to make sure that we include all your links below to anything, any offers that you have. Guys, do we have any more questions for Derek before we wind this thing up?
Yeah, you know I
No.
always have questions.
Yeah.
Queenie
Don't give
said,
I
answer.
love Queenie's questions though. She,
Queenie does
she'll
have
bring
some
it
good
out of you.
questions.
No,
Yeah, man.
no, you're good. So I know you said, Derek, that you're gonna be this is gonna be free for persons who wanna, I guess, a test run. So you're gonna be doing a test run for your program. How
Yeah.
much persons are you taking on?
We haven't decided how many people we're gonna take on in the beginning,
Right.
But we actually are trying to decide that right now. But for now, we're gonna do. We're dropping a. It's gonna be a video ebook. So we're dropping a video ebook, and with that ebook, we want to. It's gonna be a questionnaire attached. So for the people who fill out the questionnaire, that's gonna give us like a bunch of information. So we're probably gonna do it based off of that. Like the first few people who jump in and fill out the questionnaire to give us the most information, those are people who are gonna we're gonna bring in for free 99. You know what I mean? And
Right.
we're also gonna do like three free sessions. So it's gonna be three. It's gonna be a live event where we do three free sessions, and then we'll jump into whatever our paid offer is. We haven't really decided how much that's gonna be either, but we're working that out right now. So I think I personally feel like a good number is 5 people, but I want to get as many of my community in and my partner Stephanie's community and like the really 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 loyal members, that.
Right.
Oh my gosh, she's calling somebody on FaceTime. But yeah, so that's my whole goal is to at least get people in there right away that are really really loyal to my group, and whoever's going to give us the most feedback, those are the ones who I feel like are going to be rewarded. So I'm thinking about either doing the first few people or doing a raffle or some sort. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
But you'll be one of the first to know for sure.
I might be
Definitely.
filling out that questionnaire.
Hey, for real, for real.
Sure. I'm gonna
Exactly.
send it to you first.
No problem.
I think that's a good way because you can help the people out and then help yourself build your business
One
too.
Exactly.
100%. 100%. I think it is like literally the best of all the worlds because we're able to get feedback from people, and at the same time, we're gonna be able to give back to them by giving them something that they really want. It's like
Yeah,
a
you can.
reward for a reward.
Yep, yep.
All
Well,
right.
I don't have you don't have my wait a bit. I could write a long review. So
Yeah, Queenie,
I like that.
Queenie got some good info, man. She picks stuff apart, man. That's we are happy to have her on our team. Trust me,
Yeah.
we are happy to have her on our team. But with
thank
that,
you.
we
Yeah.
don't want to go too far over time. We're trying to keep these episodes watchable. So, be
Nah.
like
Um,
15 minutes in,
right.
So
Right.
with that, we want to tell everybody thank you for showing up tonight. Thank you guys for being here, Derek. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah,
Guest
thank you.
starring your little
Thank you for
baby
having me
girl.
on.
You can hang out a little bit afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like, hey, I don't mind being here. That's what's up.
Right, I love this. Nah, thank you guys for having me on.
For
Seriously,
Yeah.
sure.
I really really appreciate it. Thank you
Yeah.
for thank you for the live Queenie.
Yeah.
She be
And you're
she be
welcome to
looking
come back
out.
anytime, Derek, man.
Sh-
Share with us some more of these skills, some more of these mindset hacks you got,
oh, I
man.
will. I
And
Yeah,
will,
you
man.
can
especially
hang out
come back
after.
on, especially when you launch your program. Hey, hey,
Definitely.
hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
even
Yeah, that would be
better.
For
really nice.
sure.
Even
Definitely.
better. Perfect. Yeah, well, I'll definitely be back as
All
soon
right.
as I launch. That'll
So
be
hang
perfect.
out after we end the show here. But hey, we want to tell everybody thank you for joining us tonight. Leave a comment below. Like, hey, what is your zero? What is your ironclad mindset? Or do you have a mindset that you got to work on? What do you need help with? Leave it in the comment below. And with that, Roger, I need you to cue the music. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna see everybody next week. Take care, everybody. Good night.
All right. See you.
All right.